a mammoth 375 in their 50 overs. Johnson Charles creamed the Barbados bowling to all parts to record the highest ever individual score of the tournament's history, a knock of 177. The Bajans reached 319 with skipper Kevin Stout getting 82, Shamar Brooks 62 and Shea Hope 56. Meanwhile, in the other game, the combined campuses and the colleges have done well actually to reduce the Guyanese Jaguars to a modest 171 for 9 in their 50 overs.
I'll look at the highlights then. CCC being asked to bowl first. A couple of fours from Chandrika. Made 52 in the first match he played. But Griffith, who struggled for 24 balls, was finally put to bed. He only made 2. Nice start from Rifa, still confident after his last innings. Another 4 from Chandrika, that was short. And then the first ball that Katoy had delivered to Rifa and delivered. In this innings, he got a wicket. He was feeling quite confident about that. Chandapal, short on runs, came today trying to play himself into form. But Chandrika was not going to be partnering him for long because he made 26. First and second ball were back-to-back wickets for Rodman Powell. He had the keeper, the captain Barnwell, I beg your pardon, and then a bit of a partnership would begin to build between Crandon and Chandapal. They put on 53 runs in 103 balls before Chandapal, who has not been batting the fluent Chandapal we know, went out, caught for 33. Jacobs was also caught, this time by the captain and keeper, for 3. The innings just wobbled a little bit when Crandon was out for 39. Palmer, he was the man taking the catch. But then Pramol and Bramble, very fresh, added some impetus to the innings. 6s were the name of the game. They struck 4 in all. Pramol struck 3 of them. Also some 4s in between to spice up the innings. Short on that occasion, pulled out of the ground. And then this one was perhaps a shot of the innings, straight over long off for 6. Bramble, who got knocked down, well, got struck on his helmet, I beg your pardon, was then bowled, and Vishu was run out without scoring, giving Pramol the chance to bat on.
And the CCC batting struggling somewhat on 62 for 5. Let's talk volleyball now. The Barbados Volleyball Association All-Star Series is all tied up among the women. Last night at the Wildy Gym, the Assassins took out Hammer Time to avenge their 5-set loss last week, with February 3rd the date of the final showdown. On the men's side, the Kings went under to Wolfpack in a 5-set thriller, meaning that the third game will be a virtual exhibition. CBC's Damon Best reports.
Assassins in blue playing Hammer Time. The serve, good set to the outside, and Aisha Maycock with the kill. The response from Hammer Time, good as well, off the blocks. But Assassins took the first set, 25-21. That's an ace. Hammer Time would bounce back though immediately. That's their first point of the set. Then Anthesia Mason targets the backcourt with success. But it wasn't always one-way traffic. The Assassins playing some good defense. Sharice Austin into space. However, Hammer Time would make it 1 set apiece, claiming the second 25-20. Well, it was close in the third before Assassins pulled through. Now in the fourth and decisive set, Assassins with the momentum. Free ball, sweet. Julia Lewis now for Hammer Time, A-class with the placement. But the Assassins would seal the deal, 25-21, 20-25, 25-23, 25-20. Shari Matthews with the knockout punch. On to the men's battle now, the Kings in blue clashing with the Wolfpack. Look at that for hang time down the line. Tit for tat these two went. The very next play, the Kings dishing out some hard food. Mark Lewis, the cook. Then Lewis teaming up for the double block. The Kings dissecting the Wolfpack's defense, winning the first set, 26-24. The second expected to be intense. Amoniki Wood, locked and loaded, fires. Danger. Well, the Wolfpack needing more bite to their attack, and Fabian Cox raised his hand. Delightful. And the Wolfpack overpowering the Kings in the second, 25-16. Well, the Kings made it 2-1, claiming the third set, 25-23. Now in the fourth, the Kings shut the Wildy Gym. Huge double block. Well, the Wolfpack recovered and secured the fourth set, 25-23. Sean Simpson with the kill. The fifth now for a chance to close it out. Both teams looking to impress their supporters. The blockers working overtime. And this cheeky little move earns the Kings a point. Well, the Wolfpack, though, dug deep and brought out the heavy artillery. Man down. Nasty. And the Wolfpack would indeed put the stamp of approval on the victory, taking the fifth, 15-9. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
Thank you, Damien. It was a day of golf and charity as Sandy Lane hosted its annual charitable golf event. This year was deemed another success, having raised over $4 million. With more is CBC's Anne-Marie Burke.
The team of Alex Jordan, Shane Johnson and brothers Patrick and Mark O'Hara are the champions of the Sandy Lane Charitable Trust Golf event for 2015. A total of 88 golfers in 22 teams took to the greens of the Sandy Lane course for the event in its 11th year. Along with the hotel's 5 owners, also in attendance was Ryder Cup player Lee Westwood and Ryder Cup captains Ian Woosman, Paul McKinley and Sam Torrance, among other celebrities. The event, which is in aid of raising funds for the vulnerable children in Barbados, culminated with a dinner and auction, which raised in excess of $4.5 million, much to the delight of Sandy Lane's trustees.
Last year we were able to raise an amazing, go for it,
5 million.
in one night. In one night.
Tonight, just like tonight.
So that's the aim for tonight. That is
and
the
much
aim.
of it we spend each year. Some we keep back as a bit of a war chest for, who knows what might happen in the world, but most of it we spend each year.
We do an awful lot of what we call a community chest, where we go out to small organisations, and there's lots of them in the communities that are out there trying to help the children within the community. And it's helping, the old Barbadian way, it takes a village to raise a child. We are helping those non-profit organisations to go out and try and reach the community. And that seems a very effective way of reaching lots and lots of children.
Among the items on bid of a sporting nature were 2 tickets to the Champions League finals, premium seats at the FA Cup finals, centre court tickets at Wimbledon, and a round of golf on the Green Monkey with Lee Westwood. However, the night's biggest item on auction was a brand new GL400 4MATIC from Mercedes-Benz. That was auctioned for $500,000. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
And from up-to-date vehicles to classics, the Classic Car Association of Barbados is still going strong. And over the weekend, they held the biannual Classic Car Showcase. Now, stopping in to have a look was CBC's Anne-Marie Burke.
The biannual Classic Cars Showcase in its 6th year was again held at Content in St. Thomas. Car enthusiasts got the chance to see some restored antiques like a 1966 Sunbeam Alpine, a 1973 MGB 50 Morris Minor, and how about a 1954 Ford Pop? These were among over 50 cars on display at the event hosted by the Barbados Association of Classic Cars.
Quite a number of us that have old cars, and this has all come about because of my involvement with the Old Town Festival, where we got up a list of all the old cars and invited them to Old Town Festival. And as I said, 4 years ago, I decided to have this show as a warm-up for Old Town Festival, and it's gone down very well so far.
One such member is Tommy Bentley, who owns one of only 2 1967 Morris Minor station wagons on the island. It took just about $30,000 to restore this car.
It took about 1.5 years to fix. I have pictures on the side of what it looked like when I bought it. So mainly working on it on a weekend, myself and a mechanic. So we strip fit everything, took off everything off it, just the bare shell, had the bodywork done, and then we started to reassemble, mainly on a weekend. There are a lot of Morris Minor cars, but the station wagon with the wood, there's only this and one other that is on the car. So when I saw it on the tree getting worse and worse, it encouraged me to buy it and to repair it, just because it was to keep some history going.
And if you missed it, don't fear, another showcase is planned for later in the year. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
That's sports. I'll be back in 55 minutes with CBC Sports right here on TV8. In the meantime, Lisa will return with the business.
You just got into a car accident. Now you have to fix it and you don't have a cent. Don't worry. Be